I swear.
Huyu anachota fuel live from the source. Si imeandikwa hapo fuel?
Yeah.
Sio nini umeandika fuel? Angoji anguke.
Oh God. That's dangerous.
This is dangerous.
It's
not all the other thug things that people are doing out here.
One thing I always wanted to be, I wanted to be like Griselda.
Mm-hmm.
Like drug lord. Yeye ndo ana control wanaume.
Mm-hmm.
We fanya hii tuma enda. Mm-hmm. Rudi na zangu, pesa zangu zikimiss. Mm-hmm. Tunakata hizo mikono. I wanted to be like that. It inspired me. Mm-hmm. But then at the same time, I'm like, hey, man.
Hey guys, welcome to an awesome episode of Run the Tape. Nimewangushia vidonge. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, by the way, I don't know what we're doing. I'm not saying a single word until you hit the subscribe button, but we're glad you're here. Also, remember to share because we want to share these conversations. And remember to hit the notification button because can you imagine we can have a surprise episode and you don't hear about it because you think you've marked us on your dates and we show up like a thief in the night? What you talking about? All right. I'm excited because this guest that I have here, of course, we're going to be unpacking some crazy stories. We have many stories. So I'm going to give her 2 seconds to introduce herself. Start. Stop. There we go.
Well, hi guys. My name is Tesoti or Big T. And you see me in your TikToks.
You're not called Big T?
Big T.
No, because Tesoti has 2 T's.
Yeah. But then T was like...
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Oh, wow. Big T, though.
Mm-hmm.
But Big T is...
I don't know it's your name.
Yeah. But Tesoti, for the better.
All right. So Tesoti, what do you do?
Well, I'm a digital creator. I used to be an actress. Nikaacha.
Really? Uliact nini?
Nilikuwa natukianga ka extra.
Wapi?
Does that count as an actor too?
God damn, girl. Tuambie show.
I appeared on Faithless. I appeared on...
Faithless is it on Showmax?
Yeah, it's on Showmax. Yeah. I appeared on Crime and Justice, but ilikuwa tu zile as an extra. But then the main that we were that I was featured and acted as a main ni zile like, you know, zile films za Islando azja kwa bado mainstream.
Yala. Hizo ndio gani sasa? Unasema kuna Islando hood.
Una venye kuna kwa na this other side of film, you know, this is a high budget film and this is a low budget film. Sasa tuko huko low budget.
Na hizo low budget mtu anaochea wapi ama ni ile cinema ya mtu anakuja na cinema kwa?
Yeah, and then you try sell tickets kwa cinemas, then they view the watch, then they get a site, but I don't know about the site that much. And then you can watch it there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Kuna kwanga na hidden gems mob, especially zenye zitoka slums. But sasa shida ni wase wanasemanga. Watu wanaekanga YouTube, but it doesn't get much views, so they sell it to go abroad. So like kuna kuwa na film festivals, then you launch, then sometimes people just shoot film to win a cash prize, so they can't put it on YouTube like that.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so I've been seeing you online. Actually, I'll be honest, the first time I saw you were talking about a scenario because I think we've all seen the girls in the ghetto who are threatening each other. And you're just like, these girls, wakipatana si watawana.
Imagine.
And then I saw you now talking about it and breaking it down and saying, me, I've grown up in the ghetto and this is my experience. So before we get into Run the Tape, like, if you haven't seen those videos, right? Just imagine you're there. Okay, that was me. I'm on my phone. I'm like, let's see. And then I'm seeing this girl, anambia mwingine, where it's Stacy.
Ntazaa juu yako.
Imagine.
No, like ntazaa juu yako hata kama. And the way she ended up kuza mtoi mrembo. Funny enough.
As in, so these 2 girls are beefing in the hood. And you were saying that beefs in the hood. Because I started thinking about myself. I was like, have I ever had ati kuna dem tumebeef na yeye mpaka ati kuna point ati sasa tumekeana marked. I don't even think I've ever beefed with a babe.
Oh God, beef za kitu ni different. Unaweza pata like hata ujui sometimes uletwa na wanaume, sometimes uletwa
Yani una fight juu ya chali.
Like literally beef za ghetto ni mbaya to an extent. Unaweza pata msee anakuja kupitisha wembe kwa uso. So I'm like, unaona like this,
like slicing my face,
slicing your face. I have a mark though,
girl.
I got one. I remember ilikuwa dem alikuwa anaitwa Juliet. But then me, I've grown in the slums.
Juliet alikukata uso na wembe?
Yeah. Juu ya chali yake. I was a kid.
All right, you got to start from the beginning. How much money did you owe Juliet? You know,
it was a nigga, man.
Is Juliet a gangster? Because how do you just wake up and take a razor blade and cut someone else's face?
So now, when I was like condemning the fights, it's because like even they go to an extent of killing you. Like you see, even when you go, there are even some couple of videos online. Or dem alilala chalia. Uyudem, sometimes hata ujuangi, unajua. So unapata mse
ni chalia mtu ama ulilala na
yeye. So the next thing unasikia mademu wako kwa mlango amekuja kukukata nywele. Unajiona mrembo sana. So it's like, and they're not chopping it off na makasi. Ni wembe. Like, nikupate na kevo tena. Nikupate na brayo tena. Nikupate na nini tena.
Okay. Sorry, my bad. I'm a girl's girl, right? Hakuna venye nakuja kufight na wewe juu ya chali. Because me, I always say, I know that they say there's many women, but have you seen out here?
Them niggas out there.
There's so many tripods out here. Kitu unatafuta utapata. Right?
Sasa unajua.
So just imagine fighting over a guy.
Now imagine now, it's like, nikwambiaje, from, will this be trauma dumping?
Where's
now I have opened up several times and multiple times that I've dated mwizi. Chelangu aliuliwa na makarao. Unangam?
Like vegi.
Tegi kabisa. So when I imagine when you demo get to start like these two chilies, the nigga is grinding like mad, and then undo mse mwenye anaweza mpenda through her flaws despite weku kwa kichongo, kwa sababu unajua si mademo getu tunajulikana kama manga. So obviously in as much as tunasema there are many niggas out there, sasa kuna huyu mwenye anampenda na hiyo flaws zake, nezo manga zake, namuita mama, anambaya machungwa nini. So imagine unakaa unalala na uchali na undo chali mwenye anampenda pekee. Unataka kuniambia dem atakuja kutafuta mali huko.
Sasa huyu dem akipata chali mwenye ana drive atafanya nini?
Sasa akili yao igongangi. Sasa aigongangi.
Ukipata mwenye sasa ana nyumba yake.
Sasa now unaona venye wanasema sasa ukipata chali mwenye ana drive. Now that shit happened to me. And I really, really hate the fact that nimelelewa Islando.
Why?
Now me see, I got a dude driving his car, got his shit together. Niliharibu kwa sababu unajikuta you're like, uko sure ni mimi ndo unaangalia, you know? Like, are you sure it's me?
You sabotaged yourself.
Yeah, so unaona venye adi the script writers, movies, they make it easy. Demo wa ghetto adapt into a rich lifestyle. Amekatiwa na chali from the rich coming to the ghetto, anakuja. That's like fairy tale. It doesn't happen like that. Unajishuku kila saa, unashanga haka kameangalia nini hapa. Unashanga kuongelesha vizungu nyingi hiyo saa nangam. Yeah, understand. So one time I got like do it driving himself, and then nilijikuta nimechoma, nimebana. I'm like, oh God.
You were feeling inferiority complex? Like, why is
this? I felt like it's too much. Like, this is a setup.
He wants something.
Yeah. Maybe he's just here for some puss.
I mean, that's also usually
that's the thing. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm like,
so
I do know that, like, not like Aujai kuwa na rich niggas in one way or another. They've been there, but this one just feels different. Like, of all the people, we are pay too attention, so you feel like it's more of like a setup. So unapata umeharibu hata before mfike mali nafa ufike. Or sometimes even when you crack like 2 times, unaanza kujiuliza maswali, ama we are something, ama we are not. So you don't even. So adu ukipata ama demo anapigana juu ya chali moja. Yeah, understand.
I think, because we also, most of the time we're talking about such kind of dynamics na kwanga Charlie ameenda amesema nataka mdem mrembo alafu nasema mademu anapenda pesa. I'm like, ungechukua mwenye anafika mfuko yako?
No. Well, utachukua mwenye anafika mfuko yako. Now, this is where I think people go wrong. Mtu hata akichukua mtu mwenye anafika mfuko yake anaona it's too much. At the end of the day unakutangata ni dem umetana out kumweka. So it's not giving it to, they just give some people just too much authority. Mse anakam, you're comfortable for like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, they're providing nini. Then I've come out and gone, job imeland. Now it's you to give. Ni ujitoe ama uendelee kuprovide.
Na wewe sasa mwenye ulikuwa na date thigi. Like, did you know that the guy was a thug?
But my family members never knew.
Yeah.
But ni mse mwenye tulikuwa tumesoma naye. So he only drop out class 7. But mi nikaendelea na shule.
But you were in love with him and you're like, this is my boyfriend.
Yeah, but I was like, okay, now, siwezi sema ni pretty privilege, but of course I was moving foul. So, mi nilisomea day school, high school, so obviously sinkwenda home. So, alikuwa chali yangu wa home, na kulikuwa na chali wa shule.
Because I was about to ask you what you mean by you're moving dirty, but I was giving it a chance to...
Yeah. Sasa now, ali drop out. Nami na singetaka chali fala. So, obviously, pia shule nilikuwa na mwingine.
You have to cover your bases.
Yeah. But for him, it was like, when ali drop out, ilikuwa like, more like, Loreni mamas, atamaliza shule, tuomoke pamoja. For him, akili yake ilikuwa nagonga wizi. Unajua hata angejaribu kukua paid ingekuwa better. But yeye sasa alikuwa tu mwizi. Alikuwa tu na ile tabia kunyang'anya watu. So siku moja akanyang'anya mtu mbaya. The next thing, tunaenda rege, anapigwa marisasi.
Guy. Were you there?
Yeah. But I was like 16.
You're 16 years old and moving with a gangster who's being shot down.
Yeah.
How does that affect you? Because this is clearly someone you love. You're to see them gunned down. How do you feel?
Well, personally, at first sikuichukulia serious. Even now that I'm grown, don't need. Oh damn! I actually saw someone die in my face. Nakumbuka that time ilikuwa tu majioni. The next thing tunasikia tu inoni mikono juu. Then manza akaambiwa songa mbele. And then kusonga mbele, the next thing we're hearing gunshots. Mse amefanywa kichungi. So now I couldn't hit like that. But nilikuwa naenda tu kwa koti as a witness. Ile like unaitwa, you just swear nini. So even vinyadi kesi yake ilikunywa maji. Jo hata hapo yenyewe hata ungetetea na uchali amejulikana like he's a notorious thief. So hata ukijaribu kutetea hiyo kesi ungeona ingeenda mahali, and that's what happened. So I just saw it. Ndio inanihiti nikiwa mkubwa. Oh yeah, man, I actually saw my boyfriend being shot. But I was also in a relationship in school.
Yeah, so did your other boyfriend comfort you?
Hata hakuwa najua.
Guy.
It was more like me and my best friend na wase wenye tuliona na mama yao Charlie.
Na sayo
Azina hawezi sema like hawezi sema home una date mwizi. Hawezi sema home una date kichwa.
And your friends knew that you guys are dating, and at some point kila mtu anajua uchali anakuanga so at that point unajua okay, this guy is a gangster. You're 16. Kulikuwa na ile, now I'm sure you probably, well, let me not put words in your mouth, but like if you tell me now someone is a gangster, even if I like them and my body's just like when I see them, like everything starts pointing. I'm going to control that and say, we enda na maisha yako, kwa sababu nothing kills horniness faster than gunshots.
Ilikuwa ngumu.
But like at 16, I'm sure you know, and you know that you feel the danger, but like you unajambia,
na the way angekuja na language yake, ana mix sheng hapo, una blush, na ankuja na mapet kwa hapo, anakuongelesha, kwambia mama mnaja na kutafutia, sasa tu yenye slowly. Unachora map hapo. Unajua mimi nikikosa, yeye ndo alimpeanga simu yangu ya kwanza, alikuwa ameiba. I miss you there. You know what?
Yani amekuibia simu. Kuna mtu sai alikuwa taona sema cheki. Niko hapo hata ninaleta maziwa mtoto akule. Alafu Johnson ndio huyo. Leta hiyo simu. Tesoti lazima akwe amejisoti na simu. What the fuck?
And then I was like, hey babes, niko na surprise. Like, oh niambie. I'll pull out simu. I'm like, babe, uko na camera. Unajua Ghetto kuwa na simu ya touch ilikuwa ngumu.
Yeah.
Ilikuwa tu katululu. So venye alinitolea touch screen, I was like, yeah, this is my man for real. Alikuwa ameiba.
Na unajua God alikuwa na wewe. Do you know how many people are in committee because of a stolen phone?
I can imagine.
No, it's a real thing. Like, if you're watching right now, let me just use this time to give you a disclaimer, right? Especially right now, right? Of course, a lot of phones are getting stolen. Please usinunue simu second hand. Ni afadhali, najua unataka ikwe iPhone, ikwe touch screen, ikwe nini, right? I would rather say, anza pole pole. Because the amount of, in fact, when you finish this episode, go on YouTube and Google, or just go and Google, getting locked up from buying a stolen phone. Oh, scare stories za watu. Like, there's a guy, I think he was a doctor in Kenyatta, although it's being in need. And now he's been kulaying, 20 years?
Yeah.
Because of a stolen phone. Because you don't know how it was stolen. If it was stolen robbery with violence, you're going down. You're going down. If somebody was killed, you're going down.
You're done.
If someone is missing, you're the first suspect because you're the one with the phone.
Hata wewe sema niliuzia.
Yeah.
Wewe Mungu wangu.
Hey, lakini unajua ulikuwa mtoina ulikuwa fala.
So yeah, and then alikuwa tu ule Morio mwenye alikuwa ananipushia. Yeye ndio alikuwa ananipeleka na senke shule because ilikuwa day school. So asubuhi ikifika, he'd come pick me like 6 a.m, drops me off to school.
And then just they're like, yo, you guys my boyfriend.
Hey, you're so kwa assembly unasikia. Senke kila mtu alikuwa like, wewe Tesoti ameletwa na chali yake.
We
kula amemleta. Mwizi notorious.
Guy. So today would you date a thug? Like, are you still attracted to that kind of guy? Like, chali akuja hapa kuambe cheki. Wacha labda hivi simu.
Akirusha lugha vizuri kanla.
So your type ni chali mwenye ana mix sheng na
si sheng ativo. But like, you just have like a bit of gangsterness in you. Then I'm like,
so nice.
It can work.
So you like just a bit of gangster. So you can date a politician because all I hear of them is just big gangsters. Yeah. So you can date a politician
for money.
See, the other guy you were dating was for phones.
Now that one was different.
It just happened to be your first love, right?
Really though?
These ones can steal for you. Unacheki babe. Unajua sina building. Anakuambia cheki. Tuingie taoni ambie yenye unataka.
You know what? Now this one shows you if a man wants to, he will. Like, who alikuwa gangster. So anytime I wanted a new phone, I'd be like, simu yangu imevunjika, nilete. Go to the streets. Piga mtu nyongolo. Naleta wakaniunikika.
Did you ever feel guilty? Like ukijua, unajua sijui vitu zenye. Because one of the questions that watu shinda kujiuliza. Okay, unasale mgondi mvegi amewekwa pupum amelandishwa na makarao amesema exchange fire. When the camera pans to the parents, the mom especially, kwa sababu unajua dads are kwangi around for such nonsense.
Yeah.
Moms, John hata nifanyia chochote kitu yote hata anauzanga maji.
Mama uchali aliendaga kwa bubu till this day.
Ni shock.
Na I remember very well alipigwa risasi tukiwa mbele ya kibanda ya mama yake.
Okay.
And then ni bishti yake ndo alimsell out. So you can imagine.
Damn. So usually when like cuz the
actually si kesi koti. Mtalipa tu. I remember that time mama yao chali they paid some money. Unajua ukiekwa chini na makarao unalipa hizo marisasi zilizopigwa yeah. So chali mwenye alizikuwa dogi.
Okay.
Si ati alifanywa a good burial. Other I remember we didn't go like that. Tulizikia tuka tumejificha huko nyuma. Couldn't see shit.
Okay.
Na uje tena bado makarao mpaka wale wanadaingio madhi. Unajua kijana wako alituharibia community. nini nduthi yake ikachomwa, nyumba yake wakaenda wakasearch, they found some things. Of course Charlie alikuwa na ile tabia naiba lakini si uwangi, but mwizi unajua hizi confess yeye alikuwa mwizi.
Yep. Damn. All right, so people, you know, in this city, we're all living different lives, man. Because like me, when I see these girls wakitoana makisu and about slicing of the face with a razor, would you fight anyone? Tell me about the stories where you are the one who's now going to attack someone.
To me that time, it depends with how you talk to me, because acha tuone umekujiaje kuhusu Charlie. Kuna ile design yenye mtu anaanza kuambia okay, girl to girl, this man used to be my man. I'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I leave that man to you. But ile like kuna kuja wewe malaya, umepita na Charlie. Then hapo now we have to go down kwa sababu hatujuani hiyo design. So sometimes
you just calling your squad, or are you just be like, you know,
you have to have
what's up? What's good, bitches?
You have to have your squad. You have to have bitches who can fight for you.
And do you have weapons? Do you know any type of styles of fighting? Till
this day in my past, I work with knives. Till this day.
Do you know how to use it, or you just walking around with it, like just hoping that?
I know how to move.
Damn. So growing up in the ghetto is a guarantee that there are things you're going to have to learn.
Literally.
As a young girl and as a young guy. Because we always say like the guys, you know, like ukikwa slam karana kuja na kwambia, like for example, Madhari, it's very difficult to find young men, teenagers, teenage boys, because the moms have either shipped them off to shags, because you know you start reaching a certain age, cops start identifying you. Literally. And they literally tell you like, we toa ukijana hapa ama tutamwangusha. So you find that I don't know how it is now, but like there was a time where the numbers of young men being angushed by cops was big, right? But you see, people are talking about men. Nobody's talking about the girls who are also exposed to a couple of things. They might not be on the streets doing wrong and the violence, but I know that there are some who are, especially kama umependana na Joti, we kwanza kama ungekuwa na angekuambia siku moja tu si tuende tufanyie kitu nikuoneshe venye ndio usiku na nitisha simu kila saa.
Wapi? It would even get to a time we even tolerate that shit. Naficha hadi chuma, namfichia ridhi.
Yeah. And at that point, what I'm trying to get at is, si tukiangalia umadhesa leo anasema ati Joti alikuwa mtu mfiti, we can see through that.
Kulaja kudate mwizi ilikuwa nakupea points area mzima. Like Aski usishike udem. Chali yake ni nani? So like, sweli dem ya gangster, hata kushika. And then, so ukiniuliza if I'm guilty, and I enjoyed that thing, I enjoyed the fact of naitwa dem ya kolo. Chali yake ni mwizi. Chali yake ni mbaya. That shit would give me gangster points. So, kuna mali ningeingia, kuna watu wengine wangeingia. Ni mimi tu na yeye. Unaona? So hadi ingefika kwa drugs nini. Tuko tu mimi na yeye. Ngau ni mamanzi. Obviously, I feel guilty. Bora imefika kwa mkono yako. Sasa ameenda maybe mtu ruadi, anakuletea ruadi. Kombenda unaweka dress.
Okay.
So imagine mtu mwenye amenyongwa. That's none of my business. Hiyo shida yako. Go. Okay, siku guess. Usinikuji. But hivi unapongeza points kwa society.
Yeah.
Nasikia usimguze. Chali yake atakukujia, and then squad. Like, obviously, now when I go to Huruma and someone brings me some bullshit, like, hata nikiwa huku, I'm like, uko wapi? Of course, basi in case itakuja kwa sababu umelelewa huko, unajulikana huko. Nasikia, usilale njaa kama si tuko, usipigwe kama si tuko. So obviously, hadi nikibambo na makarau, siwezi pigia mamangu simu ama brother zangu. Just call my squad. I'm like,
so if okay, niko na swali lingine. Nini dem anabambua na makarao? Unabambua nini karao?
Mara kadhaa.
Anakushikia nini?
Kupigana.
Sorry, I was shocked till I was quiet. Nini mnapigana juu ya nini? Juu ya chali?
Pesa, chali, ndume.
So how bad does the fight have to be that makarao wamekuja?
It's so bad that it involves adi mamuri wako wengine, they lose their life. So in as much as unaona venye we were talking about shida zenye ziko based in say, also shida zenye ziko based in Kenya. Unaona venye tu like a good example, toxic lyrically. Unaona alirudi ghetto and they ambushed him.
Yeah.
That's unasikia ukitoka uswairudi.
You know, even in the States, they say, like, you know, the way they use Scatty, DMX is again from this hood.
Yeah.
Is from this
Obviously,
hood,
you have niggas
right?
for you.
And then, Ati Kichwamoka, like, for example, Nipsey Hussle, right? Nipsey went back to the hood and guess
he
what?
got killed.
A nigga from the hood killed him.
Same. Mi siwezi rudi Huruma. Yet, najua kuna mtu kaa Juliet ungojanga. Uningoja. Even 10 years from now. Bado kwa gane beef kwa roho yake.
Ile siku yenye mlikapatana ni hapo hapo.
Hiyo beef inakwanga instilled.
Yeah.
Hata ikue how long.
And I'm seeing
tutapatana tu.
Now pia kids, because you're saying like at this age you are super young, you're in high school, right? Now we're talking about like last year there was a story of a kid who was beaten by other kids in Umoja until he died, right? I don't know if you saw that story. Teenagers,
I did,
right?
Yeah.
Teenagers. Like, in fact, I now then went to delve deep and I was like, damn, whatever happened to Umoja Inako? It's in the core right now. These guys, the kids be gangsters, you know? Like, imagine you're an adult and you're choking Jobo, right? You're carrying your laptop, you've hustled, hey, leo tumechapa, hiyo show, sasa acha tuende home. And then you guys in there, two kids, 13 years olds are like, when you lete yo simu. I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about that, but they've become super, super gangster. So in my head, when nikiangalia story najiuliza, because Umo is not necessarily a ghetto. Umo is technically not a ghetto. It's a lower class neighborhood. But yeah, yes, it's a ghetto, right? You have it's a low income neighborhood because kuna slum, kuna madhare, kuna nini. Alafu sasa hizi ni concrete homes, right? So the person, you find the parents are probably like, maybe one works for the government, like a low income job, or the dad is hustling. So they are trying their best to provide a normal, because all these kids, they are well dressed. It's not like they're struggling, but the environment. Yeah. Would you raise your kid in a ghetto?
Never.
Why?
I never. I
mean, because of what you know, you'd be able to protect them.
I won't protect my kid from shit. Kwa mamangu amejaribu kuni protect na vitu zenye nimefanya huku nje na ajui. Like, me I feel like I've done more evil shit in my mom's house than in my house. As in, sometimes you look at things, hakuna kitu yenye unaweza fanya kama mzazi protect mtoto wako. The thing that you can do is just educate your kid. Now to protect them, now it's up to them. It's not even up to you. Sababu you don't know your kid. My mom never knew I dated a thug. Until people started, kujua. So sometimes it's never about the parent. Even if at you protecting kids, unajikutanga niwe peke yako ndo umejipeleka tu huko.
So the key thing is usiende kuraise mtoto kwa ghetto.
It's never. Kwa sababu unjui atapata neighbors nini. Unapata ngadi ama chaliwa hizi, they come from rich neighborhood. Like, hao ndo wako na maploti ghetto. Unajua kwa na ploti ghetto, you have money. Mnasema, let's say you're living watu 18 kwa floor moja. Ni mnalipa nyumba 2700. So, hiyo ploti ni yenyu. Hizo pesa, unaishi na shosho yako ama na babako. So, si ati mnakosa anything kwenyu. But where you still go to the streets kuwa wase. So, unapata ule mwenye ana grind hard, mwenye anataka tu kutoka kabisa ni ule mwenye kwa hawana kitu kabisa. Unaona wenye wako na maploti ghetto.
Kwa anaenda wapi sasa?
Anajua at the end of the day niko na manyumba za shosh. Watalipa, clients watalipa ndaingisha. Wapata babake alienda UK akamwachanisha. Msema amekuwa mwizi. Yeye ndio pedi, yeye ndio nini. So it's never about ati umelelewa ati wenye umelelewa unaka kitu kabisa kwenyu hakuna mtu yote wa serikali. Kwenyu hata hakuna mtu mwenye anapata salary ya civil servant. Then hapo no you grind hard. But utu hizi. Then mashosho zao ndo wako na maploti. Wazazi wao ndo wako na maploti. And they have nothing to lose. Mtu hata naiba akwambia I have nothing to lose. I remember I was telling my boyfriend Kolo that time. I was like, nasi tulia tu, hizi pesa zenye nishika ni enough. Ndio akwambia mi sijali, mi kumako hizi fanya niache kuiba.
Haya.
Punyeto hizi niambia kitu.
So I would and tell that to that lady who's getting pregnant thinking she can keep the man. Nasikia aliambiwa hata na nini hawezi weka the guy.
Maz was even predicting his death. It was like, na nikidedi. Unadhani ndacha. Maz alikuwa anajua, okay, whatever I'm doing is dangerous and how I'm going to end up. But either way, I don't care what you have. Kumakwa ningishi chums venye hizi zinaningishia.
If let's imagine, I mean, has the economy been tough on you ama uko fiti?
Yeah. Say nasikia makelele.
Say what we get to say, you know, you're on your content creation brand. How's that going?
It's okay, but I've never like gotten brands in any, but I've reached out to them. Oh, hey, can you send me a package? I can advertise for you. But then sometimes unakutanga too lazy. Sometimes unaonanga hata content yako irelate na watu wengine.
Here's my question, right? After everything you've told us, because I know there are people who are watching and they've never had such stories there. Let me say, have you been to the ghetto?
Yeah.
You've been to the ghetto, yeah? But like maybe these stories, you've never really understood them from this perspective. My question would be, should someone trust a babe from the ghetto in their house?
Well, yeah.
Like, babe kutoka kwa club. No, because you're with everything you said, it's like it's almost impossible to stay away from being a gangster or being into bad vices, right?
Yeah.
So with that said, you know, and it seems like there's a whole ecosystem hapo kwa ghetto. And like now I get why utapata, like when you're speaking English, mtu anakuambia, hey, kwani unajionaje? And I get maybe it's because of that inferiority. So already stepping out of that space, getting into like now this other style of stuff, you're already feeling like, watu wananiangalia nikasi kufai kwa hapa. Where, you know, maybe someone says, usitumie hiyo, nisitumie kwa nisi, and they're just like, nakulete ingine. So you'll constantly be defending yourself. I've seen that part. But in terms of trust, considering that everything is about making a quick buck, right? It's about, you know, like, wizi ona, tuseme, kuna do hapo kwa meza, mtu ameweka.
Hapo inakuwa uamuzi ya mtu. Juu sasa, sometimes, kuna tu ule mtu wa kuibia. Okay, no, I'm not saying ni mwizi. To agree. Ukimove man.
Tapita nayo.
Ukimove man, tutakuonyesha. But
would you ever become a gangster? No, not necessarily nini.
A deaf.
Would you like get into crime? Like say, for example, sasa umedate say Babu Wino alafu umejipata hapo ni women rape.
Me, you know.
Kuna kibudget.
If there's one thing I always wanted to be, I wanted to be like Griselda. Like drug lord. Yeye ndo ana control wanaume. Wefanya hii tuma enda. Rudi na zangu, pesa zangu zikimiss. Tunakata hizo mikono. I wanted to be like that. It inspired me. But then at the same time, I'm like, hey, man.
So now that we know what you wanted to be when you grew up and who you were looking up to, is there anything else you wanted? Because you were going to school. Your mom was working hard to ensure that...
I dropped out.
What did you want to be? Ulikuwa unaenda kufanya nini?
Of course, nimeonja hiyo life. Of course, I wanted to be that.
Yeah.
Sikuwa nataka kitu serious. But at the same time, like, mi nilikuwa tu ready kuchukua tu task yoyote. But at the same time, I was like, man, nataka nitoke tu hapa.
So, aspiration yako tu ilikuwa, I just want to move from the ghetto and improve my life. Sijisikile hizi vitu zingine.
But at the same time, I'm like, I still have to have people there who hold me down. Ile like, nikikwama, mtu amenipiga, you know. And sometimes unakutanga, you even help a lot of women, you know. Oh, chali yangu amenipiga. They call you and then you help them, you hook them up. Na machali wa huruma.
Wakwenda kumsort.
Waende wasort chali yake. Finye vizuri. Let me tell you Box. The best thing about being a chili who can control men. Like, go. Enda huku yana nichukulie do fulani is that 100% sure inafika kwa mkono yako. Hakuna mtu mwingine ataipata. You know, this person can do dirty work for you. Me, if I have a toxic nigga anasumbua mtia tu.
So Charlie tuseme leo akona ufala ame sleta nini alafu amesema wewe Tesoti utajisort huko kwenda huko hata sikudai hata si msupu.
Well, I think ni jusai nimetulia. But I used to be the type of a person I'm like, wewe, I don't care how long it takes na kukuta. Nakuja unafinywa. But it's good. It's amazing.
I guess. Here's another question. So we're about to get into Run the Tape because I got some tapes I want to show you, but
No
you
problem.
that shocked me. I don't even know whether there's like, you know what I'm saying? But it's always good to learn.
Yeah.
Not to know from one perspective, one side. Because I saw these girls and I was just like, mtu anipati simu za hama dem niwapigie simu niwaambie, what the fuck are you fighting? Unaona fight ding.
Unasikia vile banga. Mimi atakani mtu inda zalia juu yako. Now you know what pissed me off. Someone said, ati, who could get, nani anaweza pea dem ka huyu mimba?
Yeah.
And then I was like, Jesus, I wish you could see babes in the slum. Mtu anakufinya hadi kama uko na black eye. Sometimes unakanga utakangi kutoka, chali yako unaona kupiga. And sometimes it turns you on, utaki kutoka, unaona kuna watu wengine.
Una get turned on kwa kupigwa. Sorry, can you explain here?
As in,
is it you like that he's in charge of you?
Yeah, kitu kaa hiyo. So unapatanga when people say toxic relationship atio ni rich niggas they beat poor babes. Well, it happens in Ghetto too, and it's way worse.
Yeah.
Especially msee akijua ku entitled kwa maisha yako. So unapata most of these chiles hawezi toka juu anapigwa. Like even kuna madema anasema leo amekuja na skuma, amenifinya kidogo, dema amefura uso. Kaba format.
And to her,
they just love it. They just can't get out. People
get
just
out
love
of the
thought
relationship.
of toxic love. People just think this ghetto love is just this sweet thing.
So as we were saying NGBV and on the streets, Hash is just like, nani mekwambia unipiganie?
Exactly.
Okay.
Ama unaenda kumtetea na kuambia next time nisiwahi kupata ukikuja ukiingilia vitangu na bwana yangu. Kwanza hata nakuja kubisha kwa mlango yako. Nani toka? Unatoka. By the way, mimi sipendi venye unaachanisha vitangu na chali yangu. Acha tu tumalize maneno yote wawili. You're like, okay, sawa.
Okay, but still NGBV, and we do not condone violence with the show. Because have you ever had okay, let me not go into that direction because I was going to ask you about okay, in Nairobi right now, it's become super insecure. Right? Super like unatembea tu kidogo hivi kuna you've seen the guys now even wanatembea na hama
nduthi
mtu ako kwa nduthi. I saw a guy akigongwa na hama alafu akaanguka chini and then the hammer they came back and then they took the stuff. So there's a new trend where they're using hammers, right? Hammer the thing and then saloku disoriented ni wanachukua. So before I show you the stories that I have, because we need to unpack some shit, right? If a group of gangsters, boys came, let me say equal opportunity, boys and girls, right? With, let your simu. Would you know how to communicate to them to ease their situation?
Well,
Nambia, wenu ni nani hapa?
No. Una chill.
Unaachia tu wafanye kinyo wanafanya.
Una chill kwa sababu ujui msana anaweza extend gani. Unajua? Unaweza dhani wewe ni mkali na kuna msana kushinda na nguvu. So you just chill. Na nyamaza, ambia okay. Cool. Now, the more you chill, the more one will look at you like
fala.
Kana ako, mbona nifuati, mbona tusumbuani. But sometimes, if you have like connection, unapigia mtu anaambia mimi nimepoteza simu.
Hebu tafuta hiyo simu yangu hapo kwa nini?
Na kutumia details.
Because I've seen a scenario where someone's phone has been stolen and then they've gone to report and then the police at the police station make a few phone calls.
Na inaletwa.
The thing is brought.
Inakuanga hivyo. Hadi Manz aliuliwa na chali mwenye Manz aliuliwa na karau mwenye walikuwa wanafanya biz pamoja. Walikuwa wanagawana hiyo do.
Alafu
so I think ilikuwa juu ya Samsung fulani. Msee sa best friend yake ndo akamset up. Manz akakuja kuuawa na huyo karau. Na walikuwa na share do. Chali alikuwa anaenda kumake deals. Pata simu 4. Anampea 2. Yeah, anabaki na zingine anauza.
And that was the end.
Eh?
Damn. All right. So, with that said, we have a lot of things to unpack, right?
Yep.
I think let's start with Santa Claus for Africa. Who's Santa Claus? Who do you believe in Santa Claus? I know what I'm asking, but just want to... Sijui hapo kwa Ghetto. Hapo kwa Ghetto mlikuwa Christmas.
Oh God. Si Santa Claus wetu ilikuwa mapriest wa kanisa.
One day walikuwa
one thing in the Ghetto.
Yeah.
Kanisa will come through for you.
Will always come through.
Yeah, so kanisa ilikuwa na changa and then Christmas ikifika mnaenda kwa masista mnapewa chakula.
Yeah.
So that was like more of love. Our Santas.
Christmas. Well, here in Africa, there are people who have even forced their parents to build chimneys so that Santa Claus can come through. But it seems that this, if a truck comes out here, let's say it has
beer. Kama ile last
beer. Yes. You know what I'm about to talk about. We're about to run that tape, right?
Yeah.
So imagine you're on that road and then the truck comes and it has, what's your favorite drink?
Beer. Savannah.
Sour. Let's imagine it has your favorite flavor of Savannah, right? The truck is there. There's nobody around. It's you and this me, right? Are you taking some?
Dave. What a blessing. What a friend we have.
Really? You don't want to think about the owner of the company, the person who's distributor?
You know what? Unajua kama kuna kitu yenye takingi, kama kuna kitu yenye nachukuliaga serious, unaona? Was it Elisha or Elijah when he was complaining to God? Oh, Mungu nimechoka, nataka kujiua, nimechoka na stress. Hao watu wako wananisumbua nini. God alimpea mana na maji, kakula, kashiba, kalala. Kaambia ngoja utamka asubuhi.
So wewe unasema.
So maybe that time I'm going through shit.
And then you have told God and then say it's tricky. Endo ulewe, wacha nisotize vitu zingine. Okay.
And then you come down ndakata.
So this is a common thing in Africa. I think Africa basically kila mtu like. So basically for me what I'm saying is the Santa Claus of Africa is truck drivers.
Deaf.
Because they'd be just going around delivering products.
Akimbarikiwe.
You know what I'm saying? Like, truck ya mkate inaanguka, Santa Claus. Truck ya bia imeanguka, Santa Claus. Sasa zingine hata si lazima ianguke. Una slow down like this one. Run the tape.
Mwizi ni mwizi. Wewe uwe Mkikuyu. Wewe uwe Mkamba. Wewe uwe Mkalenjin. Wewe uwe Mdigo.
Fuel.
Wewe kama ni mwizi ulipa pesa peke yako na utafungwa peke yako. Usitumie kabila lako. Mwizi.
So, aside from Uhunye there giving us the ad-libs, yeah, that's a moving truck. Ni truck that's moving from Nairobi, right? It's moving from Nairobi. It's going out of town. And fuel right now.
Venye ni mbaya.
Things are nini. So huyu anachota fuel live from the source. Si imeandikwa hapo fuel.
Yeah.
Sio nini umeandika fuel. Angoji yanguke.
Oh God. That's dangerous.
This is dangerous. It's not all the other thug things that people are doing out here.
Well, you know what?
I'm sure hata huyu ameambia girlfriend yake cheki naweza kufa siku
yoyote. Unajua even ndo venye incidents ya Sinai ili happen. Like petrol ilianguka and wasa walikuwa wanachota then someone smoked and then explosion ika happen in Sinai. And wasa walikuwa wanachota mafuta.
Yeah.
So people just see truck as, savior, sikuwa na
Exactly. So in Africa, while the rest of the world is like, yo, they're waiting for Christmas, as here, Santa Claus just pops up like a thief in the night. Unaweza tuko umechili hivi alafu mtu anakuambia, kuja na bucket! Nini mchele?
Kwanza mafuta mpanda na 40 bobu, akareduce na 10 bobu.
Do you na chota? And actually,
save yourself money.
And actually on that note, if you're driving, I hope you're parking your car inside the house. Or you're putting when you finish driving, you're siphoning all the fuel into a jerrycan and going inside the house with it. Because I'm here to tell you that there definitely is someone who's siphoning. We've already started to see in the States, people are puncturing your engine to fuel out the uko maju, uko US of A.
Sasa unaimagine huku sawa.
Sasa huyu kama unaweza iba state, wewe ukiletwa Kenya si unaweza hata ibia watu wa Ghetto.
Utanyonya tank.
Yeah, so that's what's happening. So if you have a car, I'm here to tell you, either ukotuki, unaweka tu packet moja.
I'm upandenganya for the meantime. But then there was a time I was seated with rich kids. Like, they're going to see this.
Just say, that's it.
And then I asked them, hey, has any of you panda nganya? And they were like, no. This other one was like, the last time I panda nganya ilikuwa 5 years ago. I was like, hey, yeah.
5
years ago.
Yeah. Actually,
And then someone would be like, never, sijai. I was so shocked. I was like, kwani niko dunia gani? So yeah, but sisi venye Ruto anatupeleka ala venye mse anachoteo mafuta tabidi wote mpanda nganya.
So tuachane, lakini umeona venye it's
Una imagine hiyo mafuta tight msukuma for how long kana ishi Ghetto.
Hiyo sita. Unajua most of these people who wenye wanauza hizi vitu sijui anaenda kuzia nduthi cause hii ni diesel.
Yeah.
So anaenda kuza anyway, but what I've realized, guys don't care what the product is.
Tukae unaenda kuza na bei rahisi.
Si ndio?
Umechukua hata punch.
Kuna mtu amechill pale na cheki. Bado unafanya ile biashara ya mafuta. Nimepata stock. Ni mafuta ina gani wewe? Ngoja nitakwambia. Anachota alafu anaenda.
Kwanza ni original from the source.
Lakini si Tesoti umelive. Like how old are you now?
Damn. At 24.
24. Jeez, umeanza tu maisha ni.
Wapi tu?
Umeanza tu hapa sahi. Right? Would you do plastic surgery?
Yes. Ya majegi kwanza chop these babies off.
Why? I know I'm asking for all of us.
I feel like small titties are sexy.
I mean, I know, but like nobody's looking at us.
When someone's looking.
Why are you nodding your head?
When someone has been looking.
Yeah, we are not
someone
looking.
has been looking. So yes.
I'm like, you're supposed to be like, no, Kwambox. We look. I know, like small titty. Let me tell you, we're called the itty bitty titty committee. You know, when the titties are so itty bitty, right? You can walk around without bras, like me today. Yeah, but why would you, like, if God, it's like God has given you something, right? Amekupatia matiti in full, you know, and then you're like, ati no, nataka kuzi, resolution ni no, nataka 1080, 4K ni mob sana. What you talking about?
It's too much, because anytime you're talking to someone, they look at you.
I've been working so hard to keep my eyes up here.
Exactly.
I'm doing like, but the good thing is I have peripheral view.
And then
I can look there, but my eyes can still see here.
Do you know even like having titties affected my acting, like kabisa?
Why?
So anytime they'd give me a role, they'd give me the role of like stealing someone's man, a prostitute.
You see now?
So even like there's a guy.
Do you think me?
There's a fucking tape of me being fucked.
It's called a sex tape.
A scene. Okay, not like a sex tape, but it was like a scene. And my titties were just there, like. And then I was like, "I wear panic, but I do. Bye."
Maybe just give us the name of that movie.
I don't know. They took it down on YouTube. Maybe they took it down.
Just tell us. It's okay. Anyway, find for us that movie, right? Okay, so you're a super actor. Nafanyaka home movies?
Not really, but sometimes I do.
Yeah?
Sometimes it's just too exhausting. Okay. And then like people just know that you have a certain sex appeal. Mm-hmm. So even they call you for roles. Hata hizi tu hata role ya mboch. Mtu anakuta
wewe unaweza kuwa mboch mwa kusumbua.
Come steal someone's man.
And you see, that's why you should be grateful you have those titties. Because us, like, even, like I'm there, I'm here to act. Which role they want for the side piece? Bitch.
No,
nobody. Like, you are not gonna be nobody's side piece. Hauna matako, hauna matiti. Like, you see how we judge.
I prefer ningekuwa na diabs. Do you know when your diabs inalipa do huko nje?
Tell me.
Me if I get money ya kuongeza diabs naweza ongeza. But sasa sina hiyo mafuta ya kuongeza kwa diabs. But yeah, diabs.
Si watoto wako kwa hizo matiti pale utaki hizi kwe?
Now you know azitatosha. Kuna ile astenye na die like a good one. So I'll definitely go get
not just an ass, but a good one.
A good one.
All right. So there's a man, right? Clearly, I think human beings, like, okay, aside from us, what else would you get?
What I would get? I always wanted to have cheekbones, like big cheekbones, like having.
So you chisel your face?
I definitely like fillers. Those ones.
Oh, you put fillers?
Or lifts, facelift like this. Like kukamchinkul. Yeah, that one. I'd definitely get that.
Ni vizuri yo dema kumaliza kukukata uso.
Ni vizuri sina pesa. Ile pahat.
You would do. But you know what? Do you know what? These procedures, right? I think the doctors are looking for influencers. So now that they know, you could be the next one. Because look at Pretty Vishy. You know, it's like when you have the name, but like you've not yet fit it completely. So you go to the doctor so that you can be pretty. It's like mad.
But I don't know. I mean, okay, maybe I'm going to sound insensitive, but I feel like even if you're going to get surgeries and stuff, you should have a certain sex appeal.
Oh, are you saying Pretty Vishy and a sex appeal?
Scare. It didn't come out of my mouth, but
Anyway.
you just have to have, like, you know, when someone, you know, I'm gonna look at your ass. I like your ass.
Yeah.
I like your ass. But come on, man.
Any podcast, use your words.
It's like, you know, you'd look at a dude, you look fine as fuck. I'd fuck someone because they're fine as fuck.
Yeah.
They're sexual appeal.
Yeah.
But then there's a dude you just fuck kwa sababu they have a good dick. Not because they want a couple. You know, cover the face, fire the base. Sasa nika you design.
Cover the face, fire the base.
Yeah. Like, wewe na kudinya tu senye kuna giza. Not, kama mwangaza, I just dry up. Like, so you just have to have a good sexual
Unamwambia
appeal.
si mata ukiingia.
Hey,
Wow. Okay. Now that we know that, would you, if you were dating a guy and he told you he's had surgeries done, which one are you okay with? Like if he tells you he got fillers.
labda tu kwa on steron. Kujenga.
Labda alikuwa anaona usi yake labda iko maybe two cheek bones labda imesunya sana.
Unataka
anataka kuisofe.
Well, ina depend. Unataka kukaa bata, kuna kitu yenye unajaribu kuchase because some people when they get surgeries they look like ducks. Like,
yeah, or he's gotten a six pack.
I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's gotten a
baby crazy.
Yeah.
That one.
Or he's gotten a, I don't know what the other thing. Oh,
surgery, six packs.
Yeah. Or he's going to reduce his nose.
I mean, where? Yeah, well, we are.
I want you to hold that thought.
They actually need that. They need that. Shit, I fuck with that.
I want you to hold that thought. If you didn't know, there's a surgery called rhinoplasty, and there's a man who did I think he's Nigerian, and he got the surgery done. And the reason he says he got it done is run the tape.
I did a rhinoplasty in Turkey, and today I'm 40 days post-surgery. And like I told you guys in my previous video, I'm going to be taking you guys through my healing journey, my vlogs, everything I did prior to the surgery, after the surgery, post-op care, and everything. Yeah. But for this video, I'm telling you guys the reason why I even did this surgery. In the first place, I have two major reasons why I did this rhinoplasty surgery. One was facial balancing. I wanted to balance out my facial features. And according to the doctor, he told me that I have a very nice eyes, I have a very nice lips. My face shape is good. He likes my face shape. That everything looks nice. But one thing that is throwing off my whole facial features is my nose. And he said that my nose is just so big that it's throwing off the whole feature on my face. It's making it hard to focus on other features on my face because someone stares at my face, they're seeing my nose first. And it's just something that is hard to avoid. When your nose is that big, you can't avoid it. Like once you're meeting someone for the first time, they're staring at your nose, they're like, wow, you have a very big nose, you know? And yeah, that was what my doctor was trying to explain to me, that my nose was so big. Like we measured my nose and my nose was like a 6-inch nose. Yeah, it was very big. My nose was literally like this size. I'm not even kidding. My nose was this big. Yeah, it was just so bad. Like, it made me look older than my age. The size of my nose made me look older than my age. I asked someone, like, how old do you think I am? And the person was like, you're 39 years. I'm like, what? I'm not 39. The second reason why I got this surgery was because of bullying. Yeah, bullying. It was very, very bad. People bullied me so much. I'm talking primary school, secondary school. Like, as I grew older, it got worse.
Do you see that?
Oh, damn.
He said his nose was 6 inches, right? You know that guy's name? Just put it across here like this.
Actually, I mean,
like, look at that nose.
That's an average Luya man.
For me, okay.
I'm not lying.
Hey, Waluya wamengiliwa.
I've never seen mapua ya tuli. Shit, that nigga has a big nose.
Hata sijaangalia mapua ya tuli.
Like,
but I know what you're talking about. Me, I've ever seen a nose.
I mean, ametoka from worse to worse. From worse to worse.
Because I don't think like his nose even looks thinner. Does his nose look thinner than it was? Like it looks slightly thinner, but it still looks big. So for me, the first time I saw the guy and he was saying I had rhinoplasty, I'm like, is this the before? Are you recording before you did it? And then he showed me when I saw the before, I was like, God damn.
That was worse.
Can you imagine? This guy was single-handedly finishing the ozone.
Damn.
The amount of breathe maramoja, air breathe.
Like a whole.
You know. So here's the thing. The reason why he did this surgery is because of this kind of jokes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So he says, in an African setting, right? He's from Nigeria. People would just be like, all they see, hey, your nose. Me, my popular one is like, that guy knows.
Like,
you know, like he knows. Like, who's the person you should ask that guy?
Who
because
are you?
He knows. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we've been making this kind of jokes. But you see, just the same way, like, if someone, like, itty-bitty committee, right? Somebody would be like, hey,
let me go add some silicone there.
You know, somebody will make a joke like, kwani ulipigwa pasi asubuhi. You know, just random things. Like
that one is better,
you know,
man. Someone even addresses you with msichana wa matiti kubwa. You're like, what the fuck?
That's a compliment.
It's not.
That's a compliment.
No.
I'm imagining if someone feels like ule demu wa matiti kubwa and they're talking about me. I'm running.
No,
I'm running
I feel like I feel like I'm also paying for karma. You know, kwetu tulikuwa naishi mademu wawili. Sasa kulikuwa Kamami was an adult. Now Kamami was chile with tits. Sasa alikuwa akiva push up. Majigi zinafika hadi hapa kwa uso. Nangam. So you can imagine anytime you go out, hadi mabrother zako ukienda kuhang out na mde nile tu matiti zake zilimea mapema akiwa class 6. So ukihang out na unasikia ule msichana matiti kubwa. Unajua sasa ni mimi ndo na get hiyo compliment.
Si wewe demu wa matiti kubwa. Na si ndio compliment. Wewe ushaisikia mtu akikwambia compliment. Ule demu wa matiti ndogo. No, let's just no,
unaitwa brother.
Check it.
Like bro.
Jana ni juzi. The other day I'm going for a walk, and as I'm walking, I'm wearing this hoodie, right? Because I was trying to hide myself, and then I was like, you know, baggy clothes, whatever, and I'm tall, so guys always from the back assume it must be a guy. Imagine, kama ningekuwa matako na ni represent uko nyuma, at least wangejua. You know, alafu hips kwa sababu, you know, you're not at so it may evenly distribute. So if you wear anything baggy, guys, and these kids are like, check you Charlie, and I stand. And I was like,
first it's hard with tits. Tuna like always make comment. Unasikia basi chapanisha matiti kwa ukuta.
At least uko na matiti za kuchapanisha. Oh, unaambiwa
no, only party.
When do you party? Oh. I mean, guys, okay. You know what? Just hit us up in the comment section. Is it better kukua demu wa matiti kubwa? And I know the answer already, but I'm just humoring her.
No, people just love the view.
Is it? That's what I'm saying. Who has ever said, "You just show us those small titties of yours"?
Well, I do check out my homegirls.
The only people who appreciate small titted girls is their girlfriends.
Yeah.
Who are just like, I can imagine, I wish I had those titties because it's tiring wear a bra. That's the only time.
Unajua unaweza pata topi ya ruabe. Mimi nitapata wapi topi ya ruabe? Mimi nitapata wapi bra? Unajua bra yangu ni pesa ngapi? Like someone gift me 5 pairs of bra right now. I'm sucking a dick, man.
There's a friend of mine who left a bra of hers in my house, right? We were going out and she was wearing this top and the bra could be seen. Anyway, she left her bra. So she's definitely many sizes, many sizes away from me, right? So you can imagine there's this huge ass bra in my house. And so there's a day someone is going through my stuff and they go like, whose bra is this? I'm like, it's mine. Of course, it's not my bra, but like, you know, because it's way big, right? Yeah. And the first thing someone is like, you don't even wear bras. Like there are people who are just like, I'm a J cup. I'm an A cup.
Exactly. Brand expensive. Hiyo pesa ya brand ende kufanya surgery.
Unajua kuna machaliwa kuna matiti bigi kuniliko.
Def.
That's what I'm saying. Right? You're having an argument with a guy and he's just like, he can do siaka. You can't.
Well, do it.
I tried to do siaka. I had myself. Thank you.
I know.
I could keep going on and
Imagine
on.
you can have titties and then the person you have that is not even into your tits. Someone does not even like sucking
You
your
need
tits.
to drop that person to the next stage you find them.
Like,
Because clearly you're not physically compatible.
Focusing on the main view.
You're to make a
So I'm like, main view. I'm not into I'm not a titties guy. I'm like, oh well.
Then you should stop dating that person.
I don't think.
Yeah, it's like me dating someone and then they say, your height is too much.
Oh, damn.
That's
ground.
There is nothing like that. There's nothing like your height is too much. There's nothing like that. When I was a kid, I used to think I was too tall and it was a bad thing. Now I'm an adult. I know height is given by God. Right? And an Indian doctor
You is control
who's breaking people's femurs.
But me, if I was at all, babe, ningesumbua. I love controlling men like mad.
Mimi niko hapa nje. Haikuangi hivyo sis.
Mbio wewe na kuangalia kwa kisigino.
Lakini ungekuwa na hizo matiti alafu kwa mtoro ingekuwa waste of titties.
Oh no. I already feel this one's
everybody, your titties would be above everyone's view in Kenya. Because most guys are short. Anyway, AI, are you into? No, it's true.
So niggas.
If you are 5'11" and you have cleavage, you know for a fact no Kenyan man has ever seen your titties until you sit down. That's true, right? Like kitu iko tu the same height na wewe. Utaangalia unafikiri atapadeni?
No. Imagine, the worst thing, hugging someone and then their head in a rest kwa kifu.
That's me. I mean, like, everybody's like, oh my God, I'm a biggest one. I'm like, so.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Now imagine if I had a titty, they would be lying on my titties. So you see, God created
and us I hate people lying on my titties.
Knowing
like
how everybody's functionality and life is gonna be like, right? Wewe walijua, unajua mgondia kimaliza kuiba, and need a soft cushion to land on. After unajua ule karao mazi, amlichwa zile simbi. Nakuja hapo Tesoti anasema just bas ndakusuit.
Come here.
That's what AI, right? Can you tell AI videos? I know you spend a lot of time on online. Can you tell like e-video, e-shit ni fake?
Oh God.
Have you reached a place where now you're...
If it advances like to 2 more years, I think we would be scammed. We would be the next millennials.
But you can... What? You said you'd be the next what?
We would be the next millennials. Like
what the fuck is wrong with you?
You guys get scammed easily. Okay, millennials get scammed easily.
Who's like? Is there no okay? Which other generations are before millennials? Like Gen Z are so obsessed with millennials.
No. Now we have an argument.
Let's go.
You see, when our millennial socialites, they're using AI as themselves. Do you know how mentally deranged you have to be?
Yeah. I've seen a few. Lakini those are Gen X. Huyo ni Gen X.
Okay, please blur this out.
Taja. Kama mtu anatumia AI ana fake ni yeye chamtaji.
These are socialites.
Vera.
No, not Vera.
Vera is the only socialite I know.
Oh God. Na penye I was working with her. Please blur this out.
Sasa una whisper ni hule anatumia AI.
Allegedly.
No, she does use AI.
Hey.
She does use.
So is she a Gen X?
Huda, I think her account was hacked because she's not behaving like a millennial. Like, honestly. And also, why are you guys obsessed with millennials, right? Do you understand that there are other generations? Like, first, let me just get this off my chest, right? Dear Gen Z, right? The reason why you're so obsessed and you think like, the other day I saw guys being asked that, which generation doesn't know how to dress? And then all these people who were asked in the video were saying millennials, right? And then they're being asked like, what do you mean? Like, they're just like copying us. They're like wearing our baggy clothes. They're like, I'm like, bitch, do you understand? Those clothes have come back.
Yeah.
We were wearing that shit when we were teenagers. There is not a single fashion or anything inspirational I've seen from Gen Z that's original.
Skinny jeans.
Hakuna kitu nimeona. My dad was wearing skinny jeans that were flared in the 70s. Like, what new thing have you invented?
New thing?
Because even AI was created by millennials. So where was I? At a social media, all the platforms you're using, it's millennials. You know what the challenge is the reason why you guys are so obsessed with Gen Z with millennials is because before social media, right? There would be youth, middle age, and old. You understand? There was no obsession with, these ones are these ones, the Gen Alphas, the Gen Z. There was only young, right? So young is before you get married. You understand? And then middle age. When you're married now, you're doing middle-aged things. So if you decide to get married at 25, God, best believe me, you're no longer youth. You are middle-aged. Because now you're a mother, mama nani, and then now the grandparent. But now, the most unfortunate thing has happened, but it's happened during Gen Z's time to be the youth and the starring of youth and the beholder. Actually, there are 4. It's your child, your youth, your middle-aged, and then you're old, right? So now you have graduated as a Gen Z and you're like, it's now my time to be youth. And then you're like, wait a minute. These millennials should have advanced to middle age so that we can now say, we are the youth, right? We are the custodians of fashion. We are the custodians of what's cool in music. We are the custodians. But, unfortunately, because of the world that we live in right now and the interconnectedness, there's nothing like... there's a 55-year-old who has more swag than a Gen Z.
True.
Right? And so it's disorienting because the first group that is supposed to enjoy the youth segment is enjoying it with millennials who are refusing to age, is enjoying it with Gen X who are still in the picture, and boomers who are now lifting weights in the gym. So your obsession is, millennials, this millennials, that cause you have zero originality.
Oh no.
You're sharing it so that you can tell, you can see, nowadays you can't even tell the difference between a Gen Z and a millennial. They are millennials who look burning. Yeah, sawa. Niambie tu kitu moja yenye millennial hawezi jua. Say one thing. It's one.
Not like
aside from Huda who's using AI. And her friends.
Allegedly.
They have, it's true. No, fact ni fact. Huda anatumia AI. I don't make me become a liar.
Only her, but
there's a few people who are using AI.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Gen Z who are. Unakumbuka ile challenge ya Valentine's ya sijui a TikTok had made where you could put sijui flowers and then it's just this random thing. There's a fucking lot of Gen Z who are doing that, right? And we're not even mad at you because we know we're sharing this youth thing. It's unfortunate, man. Shit, we should have graduated to middle age, but this is the world. They changed it.
Ni kama
watafanya 844 alafu sasa wameintroduce CDC. Za unajam ati
but you guys had this thing of like you guys had this thing of like no tutoto squeezing tukierere. Wanasumbua. So now you feel like you're not doing anything.
Ulize ni millennials pekee wako na mdomo. Gen X watu hamjui kuna kuangana generation inaitwa
Gen X unaweza mkasirisha afanya millennial anazadi kucompare wambia unajua when I was at your age I was doing this and that at Gen X will be like
because wamemaliza kuna watu kutumia
now
so the only thing you guys are to say everything millennials
now millennials are cool.
We are.
But you know what's the best part? Breaking a millennial's heart. Shit, ako kazeka talia.
Hiyo hata siwezi argue nayo. Hiyo siwezi argue.
You find someone creating TikTok, a Gen Z did this to me, right? I'm like, asa mbaba mkubwa.
Awache mtuaibisha. Awache kutuaibisha. Wait, wacha kudate maji. Because just today I saw a guy writing and saying, that's why we don't date these older babes. He's a millennial and he's talking about he doesn't date millennials. And then he goes ahead to write,
Gen Zs.
That's why we like young, supple Gen Zs. Then a millennial quickly came and responded and said, and that's why Gen Zs look like millennials at their age.
Yeah. But either way.
Because you can be looking at a Gen Z and they tell you they're 21 and you're just like, but why are you pushing 40, bro?
Because now, if you pull your that time you are youth, then you'll nasema when I was a youth,
I'm still middle age. We are all youth.
Youth, middle age, nini, that time. If you pull like when you're 20 years, of course, maybe sometimes you look buff, of course. And then when you get to your 30s, you start looking peng. Because you age good, you age gracefully. Now, like. Listen,
go and look at photos of people, a 30-year-old from 1970. They looked 50. Ushaiona picha ati Samuel L. Jackson when he was 30. He looked 80. There was something going on in the water back in the day. People just looked old, right? Millennials are that one generation.
We'll come back to this after 10 years.
That just looks effortlessly evergreen, right? It's not nini, it's millennials. And that's why you guys are obsessed. Thank you very much for that, Nini. So, I saw billboards that use AI. Have you ever seen a billboard? And you're like, what are the AI?
Let me call you out. Del Monte.
Call them out.
Del Monte, please.
Del Monte.
They post juice na. It has like 5 fingers, the picture. No, 6 fingers.
Really, Del Monte?
Hey,
Guy,
someone holding like a juice and then it's like 5 fingers.
that's ridiculous.
But either way, wako tu sa, it's not like wako na hiyo do ya kulipa creatives kwa sababu you can imagine when you're auditioning to like appear on a TVC or to appear on a billboard, hata hiyo pesa yako ya billboard they'll take like 3 months to process ndo ulipwe. It's not like that big much of amount. So hadi mtu anaona ahite client na anaweza tengeneza AI. Ngumu. So inabidi tu.
But lakini wewe kama consumer, wachana kaa creator, as a consumer, when you look at a billboard and you can see that this person has used AI, and you can see
if it's a good product and I'm using it, how the fuck is you using AI affecting me?
like, so you don't care about billboards that just look tacky.
I just feel like your marketing is stupid, and if your product is good, I'm just going to use it. But acha kwa mjinga.
Wacha kwa mjinga.
Yeah, just hire people.
There's a company, I have to mention them, but you guys don't these companies I'm going to mention, these are honorary mentions that I have seen, and I'm like, some of these people I'm even working with them, but like, to be honest, let's just call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
So, Pal Rice.
Ooh. Damn. Like, we know your rice is good. Mchele yako inatoka straight. But still lazima utumie AI. Jesus.
I mean, some of them AIs, man. We're just like, is the rice also AI? You know, it's crazy. It's like too much.
Tukisema mchele ni plastic mnajaa.
You know, I feel like balance it.
AI kwa marketing. Ni nini huwezi fanya kwa hiyo chakula yetu? By the way, you know what? Okay.
Broadways. Right?
Come on, me.
All your billboards.
Come
plus
on.
the guy, plus the A, plus the Y, like is enough.
And you've been in the country for the longest.
50 years plus.
Jesus.
Yeah, they're one of the legacy brands in this country. And I've seen some Safaricom billboards as well.
Yes.
I've seen some Safaricom.
Yeah, but their TVC back then when they were auditioning, they were paying nice.
So for
their billboards, AI.
Yeah. I don't know. For me,
ama marketing yao ni ngumu.
The reason why I'm calling out AI billboards is this is what I think. The people that you're trying to target, especially Gen Z and millennials, are people who are online a lot. So we are consuming a lot of AI. Mi najua AI, naeza jua hata sautia, even music. Like, I know AI instruments. Right? So the moment I hear a mix and I hear DJ just play for me, I switch off that stuff.
That's AI.
The moment I hear an AI instrument, I switch it off, right? Because the guitars are so high pitched, the piano is so... It's not realistic. I'm used to music.
I was in someone's place and she was playing gospel.
And it's AI.
I was like...
That's weird.
I was like, why? Like, there are actually people who make good music. Why are you listening to a machine talking about the Bible?
Yeah, the glory of Jesus.
Yeah,
and it's crazy. So the reason why I'm calling these companies out is that your audience is also watching you take shortcuts, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. It's not the super most creative ad. It's just the shortcut that will save the budgets. And if that's what you're willing to do, then I'm reading your story and I'm already starting to tell myself a different case. Like, for example,
models out here. And there are models out here. Like, there was a time we would even like have a good videos of advertisement. Unaona advert, how do you feel it?
Honestly,
you
know where
just
Safaricom used to do for us that?
No.
Furahia. Exactly.
Like, you put a whole choir.
You know what I'm saying?
You come from a whole choir.
To shoot somewhere in a mountain.
That was creative.
You know what I'm saying?
You give people jobs.
Equity ndio hawa wamesema, we don't know how to create our own, so we're going to copy Safaricom. Get a choir. And they've acquired a choir to do the same thing.
Literally.
Like, zero aspirations. But like, that's where ads used to be. Or like, what's one ad you can remember off the top of your head?
Nini, Crown. Yeah, ule chile mwenye alikuwa anaenda kiguza ukuta ule. I see colors so wonderful, colors that everything I touch. That one.
Yeah.
Of course, unabaki na kitu ya kukumbuka.
Thank you. So I don't even need to keep harping on. I'm just telling you, brand managers and marketing managers and the guys who are making these decisions, Maze, you're dropping the ball. Because honestly, nobody kind of wants to see an AI. I don't have a problem with the AI itself. I have a problem with how it's being used, right? Because there is much more beautiful ways to use
they would go all out.
AI, but not hapo tu pali umesema, ebu ask this AI, the mchele nani ako na njaa, and then just caption,
Food.
get a picture of the nini. Leta hiyo mchele.
Hata uja confirm vizuri mwenye ameshika hiyo sahani
You
akana mkono
gotta,
sita.
take a creative person and then take the AI and then work together. But don't remove the creative person and then just focus on the AI. Because we can see right through it, right? So,
Please.
okay. So, there were so many other stories I had that we were supposed to unpack. I think we'll have to unpack them in another episode. But I know you guys have been asking me to unpack the story of the 62 million visits to the Rape Academy. Have you ever heard about them?
Oh no, I haven't.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I just want to put a disclaimer that yes, there were 62 million visits to the site, but they were not 62 million people, right? I know that it's such a small discrepancy, but it's important to have the right information. But yeah, like Rape Academies, like what the fuck is that? We're going to unpack that in the next Run the Tape. Also another story, Malema got arrested, my guys. Malema is serving 5 years uko ndani. And I know there's a guy who was watching Malema in court, and he was going in for 5 years, and then he saw the wife. He's like, that wife is going to be out there for 5 years by herself. I got this. TZ, there was a scandal of a couple that went there on engagement, and then it's a story that's currently unfolding. They got to TZ, I think the Americans, a white guy and a babe, and she was actually posting. She even called her parents and told her about the engagement, and then that night they had a fight between her and the boyfriend, so much that they had to be separated and put in separate rooms. Well, the girl died, and they're allegedly from suicide that night. And so initially, the reports were that she had committed suicide, that the guy is not liable for anything. But according to BBC reports, as of yesterday, the guy's passport has been confiscated and they're investigating. He's been held as a not say suspect. He is a person of interest. Hiyo ni different. Najua, sali kesi inaendelea. Unaweza sema hapa suspect alafu nikujie. Ni person of interest, right? And I think those are the stories. We're going to unpack those ones next week, but I just had a blast with Tesoti. I think you should have your own podcast, my sister. I watch your content on TikTok, but I feel like you would do well with a co-host and your own stories. Because stories, there's not any more. But sijasema kitu leo kwa hii pod.
But I enjoy it.
Yeah. So, what are you going to be up to? Like, what should people look out for? Is there anything you're working on that you want to shout out? Is there anyone you want to shout out that and not your sponsors?
No, I don't have.
As in brands.
Sponsors,
Brands.
Kujeni.
Ninaweza fanya kujeni. Mi hata nikisimama hapa hadi kesho niseme kujeni. Hawa nisikii. Lakini ningekuwa kibe tunasema cheki sponsors.
Oh God.
Yeah? Oh, and actually on that note, we are siaka Rinoto here. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye. Chiang. Ningekuwa na matiti ndogo ninge break down.
Ati unge break down.